Diablo is the new hero in this Hearthstone Battlegrounds event that we got together with 2 other heroes. Now I got to play Diablo 3 times. You'll see all 3 games in this video, and I'm gonna tell you how to play him, what my experience with him is, and what I think of this event. Because there's a lot to be said. This game I just stayed on tier 1, right? The first time I played him, I'm trying to either Jeef curve or just warrior curve or a farm curve. I'll see what I want to do. Find a pair, find some good cards, you know, and now the turn comes where I face everyone, as you can see. Now, one interesting thing that I instantly noticed is that people don't really power level anymore. I decided to level here so that way both of my dragons get plus attack, because I could have stayed down and buy 2, but I'm not sure that's actually stronger. I'd rather level, get some attack on these guys. But that makes my board rather weak. Now the issue is as well, I have no hero power. Other people do. So the odds of beating them is super low, right? Like they should be stronger. As you can see, everyone is tier 2. Everyone stayed on tier 2. That's the first thing I noticed. People don't really power level. Normally there's always people power leveling to tier 3 and doing crazy stuff. But no one here took the risk because everyone wants to beat the Diablo, so I'm always at disadvantage. I have no hero power, no one is power leveling. It changed the dynamic, so I'm unfavored. And even though like he killed my dude here, even though I win this fight barely, I don't get a spell, right? Because I was able to kill my tree. So even if I beat people, I can still not get any rewards for it, which kind of sucks. And as you'll see, I got 0 rewards here. I got nothing. So basically I have no hero power this game. I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do? And I started panicking. Even though you'll see me beating people, right? I beat this Kurchus as well. They were able to kill my tree, obviously, because they have a hero power and I don't. Maybe Kurchus didn't have a 0 power online yet, but it's so easy to snipe. So that's the first issue that I have with this hero. I'm staying down on tier 2 here. Normally you level, but I'm too weak. I can't afford to, right? I'm just literally behind on everyone. So then how do you make up for this? The only thing we can do now is try and catch up with the next Diablo turn, which is on turn 8. So that's like 2 more turns from now. Then I have to just be as strong as possible, hope I win, and then again I get rewards. Now the issue is that the rewards are not even good enough to stabilize from, because they're temporary. I'll talk about the rewards in the next game when I actually get rewards, but yeah, let's focus on this one now. I triple into kinda garbage. I just take the best tempo there is. I'm just trying to survive here, but I'm not doing the worst in lobby. I'm still, you know, 22 HP, reasonable. I decide to level here and just look for stuff, because if I stay down I'll never make it in life. I found an egg, which is fine, and I'm still 22 HP. Now is the Diablo turn, alright? So this is the big turn where I can maybe make a comeback. Now other people should be stronger than me because they have an actual hero power and probably better triples and maybe even spells from last time they faced me that they could have held on to. So I'm just rolling this turn. I'm trying to look for dragon stuff because that's the best I can do. I didn't really find deflectable or anything like that, so it's hard to stabilize from this point on, but I got double Prester, so I believe that I can snipe some stuff. And there is a pair on this promo Drake as well, so maybe we have a future. But as you'll see, this guy has a much better future than we currently have, because it's a Gallywakes with elemental synergies and double recycling Wraith, so a lot of money. Now I feel like we could win this, and we could also deny him the spell. And we do, so he doesn't get the spell, and we should get a spell here, right? You know, that's how it works. My thingy survived, but for some reason I don't get any spells here. I got nothing, so this is probably a bug. I'm not sure. I'll let someone know, but I beat multiple people here at the bottom. At the top everyone tied or beat me, so they should be fine, but I did deal 13 damage to 2 people, so I don't understand why I got no spells. Anyway, we're screwed. We're literally playing a hero without a hero power this entire game, and it just feels bad because as you can see the stats is just doing like golden dazzling light spawn no me. We just can't compete. We can never come back from that, so yeah, you just feel screwed. I'm just rolling. There's another Terragosa, you know, that's pretty much all I can do. Just big tempo, stay down, try and triple, and hope for a miracle. But you see we're facing a Millhouse with double Mama Bear, and you just know that it's kind of game over, right? So that was my first experience with Diablo. We didn't get top 8 though, we got 6th, so I'm kind of happy with my performance. No top 8 or 7th place, hooray. Next Diablo game, let's just move on. That never happened, okay. This time I have double Elemental, so I'll be trying to do a Jeef curve here. And this game will go a lot better than previous one, okay. So each game will go better than the last one, because now I had a triple on turn 2. So I'm like, okay, we probably just take the triple on our Diablo turn, I assume, into a 4-drop. Now, it's a bit awkward because I just do nothing but level, and if my 4-drop sucks, I probably lose really hard. But there's no other way to do it, and that's the issue, that like no one is gonna power level with you. On Diablo turn, no one, usually people level on 6 gold or 5 gold, like no one does that because they're scared of losing their fight. But honestly, you shouldn't be scared. It really doesn't matter if you lose the fight or not because the spells are so terrible. I take the Rave here because it's just better future than Big Fernal. You know, Elementals on tier 3, 4 just do better job scaling and you save money and stuff like that. So we beat the Zedora at least, so we know we should get spells if the same bug as last game doesn't reoccur. And guess what? We got some spells. We actually beat one other guy, or at least he wasn't able to kill our dude. So we got 4 spells, but the spells are for 1 turn only. Now, I don't know why they went with this decision, because that comes with a couple issues. The first one being that it's not permanent, so a non-permanent hero power sucks, as it doesn't really help you. Also, I missed one roll here. You don't need to point it out. I know I misplayed. But yeah, like non-permanent stuff just sucks because you can only use this 1 turn, meaning we basically still have no hero power. Because the best way to use these spells is either when you're facing a high roller and then you can use it once and then never again, or for your next Diablo turn, right? So I'm just holding on to these spells. I don't really feel a need to use them, but this turn I will, because I want to level. So that was my first instinct. Like, I could use these spells when I power level, right? So to save some damage and to maybe be strong while I take a risky play, I could try and make up for that with some of these spells. I decided to only use 2, but that's fine. We're still winning these fights. Now, this spell, as you'll see, dealing 1 damage, literally was kind of useless. It doesn't do anything. These guys went to 1 HP. None of my stuff deals 1 damage, so we did win the fight while being able to level. But now, what? Also, other people get spells from Diablo, and I think the toxic thing about this is something that XD said as well. If someone just uses it against you instead of someone else, it just feels so bad. If someone just plays like a spell against you and you lose because of that, you're like, god damn it, dude, why me and not the next opponent? Like I leveled or something like that, which just makes it kind of unfun. I do find a triple here and a domo, so we're actually making somewhat of a comeback this game, you know. This is the Diablo turn, so I want to be as strong as possible. I triple into kind of trash, but Battle Master is good tempo, I assume. I'm using my lost spells here, and I'm ready to hopefully get some more spells this turn and be strong, because I don't think I'm weak. I think I'm actually doing decent this game against this George. As you see, we beat him, and now it's just a matter of my stuff getting sniped or not, and it does. Of course, it's a 50-50 here to get these spells, so that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And let's see how many other people we can farm. And we've got 4. Also, there was a ghost in the lobby, and because there's a ghost that turn, no one was able to face the ghost. So Diablo works very interestingly that, well, on the turn everyone faces Diablo, so no one has the opportunity to get the ghost, which can suck late game, you know. It changes a lot of the playstyle. But again, the main issues that I had with Diablo was the fact that everything is dictated by the Diablo. If he's weak, the entire lobby is gonna get free spells. If he's strong, the entire lobby takes a lot of damage, but most of the time he's not strong. But just in case. And look at this Gallywakes, okay? Like, this was a guy that I said had a lot of potential, and we now take 22 damage from him. So we can see how this game is evolving now, right? I'm trying to be a Gallywakes here with my elementals because it's just the best direction I got, and I think it's going pretty well, but we just can't compete. Triple into garbage. I use my spells here to stay alive, or at least 2 of them, I think, and yeah, 1 HP comeback, I believe. I've never actually gotten to the third Diablo turn, because yeah, we died to these demons, obviously it's too big. But yeah, I've never seen what the third turn looks like, because I'm never alive. I actually have never seen a third Diablo turn. I think most Diablos in my lobbies always died before that. Again, I got a 6th, 5th place, something kind of better. On to the next game. It's going to go only up from here, okay? So believe me, we buy a mummy, and this time, you know, I stayed on tier 1 last couple of games. I decided to just level here and just go to tier 2. Maybe that is gonna end up making me stronger. Now, it's less likely to hit a triple then, that's why I like staying on tier 1, but maybe we don't need triples on this hero. Maybe it's all about just getting strong. So I just take this spawn, take some gems, and then next turn is the Diablo turn. So we got an amazing shop, luckily. This shop is great, just because it's pure tempo. So I'm gonna freeze the spawn instead, because these two together are a lot stronger. I can put a 5/4 Divine Shield on the board with a spawn and 2 really well statted units. I should win most fights here, because this board is really strong for turn 4. And I get an extra tree. Let's not forget this tree on the board also gets a spawn buff. So we get a 4/4 extra on the board that could value trade. So if it doesn't get sniped, you know, I'm doing fine. But even though we could win and people can still snipe it, that's always a possibility, sadly. But hey, we beat this guy at least. And as you'll see, the entire lobby we actually beat. Everyone in the lobby took damage from us, and we got 6 spells. That felt great to just like be able to spang the entire lobby, say what's up dude, let me get those spells real quick. That feels good, I'm not gonna deny that. And we have a pair on spawn now, and my goal this game was to hold these spells till the next Diablo turn. Instead of using them like in between turns when I face someone stronger I want a power level, I'm just gonna hold them to everything until I hit the next Diablo turn and just see if I can snowball the game that way. Now that does mean that I'm not really playing with hero power. My hero power is just that I get to be strong every 4 turns, but that's kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also playing Quillboars, which isn't a great try, but I'm high rolling my Quillboars, so I felt like we could, you know, go somewhere. We have double Bristleback Brood, a Divine Shield guy, and now is the other spell turn, or the other spell turn, the Diablo turn. If I not a pair, and I again just want to be as strong as possible, so I'm taking the Sunbacon here, get gems on everything. And try and, well, see if I can farm them. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna use all my spells here and see if that's gonna be enough to maybe again beat everyone. I'm also up against the new hero Sneed, who is I think one of the best heroes in the game right now. He's super strong, and you'll see in a second though. I've not played him yet. Maybe you'll see a video like that soon, so stick around. Oh, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see that, because I definitely think he has some cool interactions, but also some broken interactions. So like I mentioned, I'm using all my spells here, all 6 of them. My board is, I think, disgustingly strong for turn 8, and it seems a lot stronger than this guy's board, right? Like, I'm happy counting to the entire lobby. This guy is doing avenge stuff though. He has a tank, which is scary, but not a great board. But let's not forget, even though he has a tank with not a great board, he has Daffodil almost any card. So the spawn just summoned the bomb, and every card basically is just gonna summon another random card, which I'm scared of. We were able to kill the Witchwing in the back, so that means that he's not gonna get too much value, but well, his tank is still alive, so we gotta kill this tank, I think, if we want to be sure that we win this fight. And instead we summon a Khadgar from from this trade job, and that's a bad sign, because Khadgar, well, there's 2 Pubbots, and yeah, it's certainly not looking too good. We kill the tank, but it summons 2 4-jobs because of Khadgar, so we're getting kind of scammed here. Okay, I feel like I was favored, and he got some luck on his side, and we take a lot of damage for it. But let's see how we did with the other matchups in the entire lobby, if I am gonna get some spells or not. And we got 6 again. So as you see, we beat actually everyone in the lobby except for the guy we faced. We were able to literally damage everyone, and that's going great. We got spells, but an issue is that you'll see that I'm facing the same guy again. We're facing the Sneed again. Now, I thought this was a bug. I told the developer, and they told me this was intended because the Diablo fight isn't calculated in with normal fights, so it's possible to face the same people twice. It just sucks that we face the same strongest guy twice. This is the only guy that was able to beat us and is super strong. Everyone else in the lobby we beat. We even find a triple here, so I would just freeze that for a 6-job normally, but because we're facing this guy, I'm really scared I'm gonna take it here. And yeah, now things are suddenly looking a bit iffy again, because we know how strong he is. We know he got to milk a bit with the Witchwing. We know he has the tanks and the revenge stuff, and he's staying down as well. So I'm just tripling to Battle Master, going for full tempo again. We find another triple though. So like, this game is kind of high rolly, I'm not gonna lie. We're winning most fights. We're getting some triples, right? But again, we don't really have a hero power. Our only hero power is that we got to beat people every 4 turns because of all the spells that we have. I do decide to use 1 spell here just because we know how strong this guy is, right? Like, he's super strong. Even when I used all my spells, I lost to him. So I decided to at least use 1 here. He used a spell against me as well, which is kind of feels bad because it was a better spell. And look at how much damage I take. I'm at 1 HP again. I'm getting a big deja vu here. But we are not 8th or 7th place, which is all that matters. We're up against Galakron, we have the triple. I decided to take it into a 5 because by level I'm dead, right? If I hit Shargla or Flat Tusk, it's too slow, I'm dead. So these triples as well suck. So, you know, having to pick mirrors on here, I kind of just signed my grave. Is that an expression? And yeah, this is basically the Diablo experience. So in a nutshell, because spoiler, I might die here. I only used 2 spells here, or 1 spell. No, I used 3 spells. Okay, wow. Because I was really scared. But in a nutshell, this event, I don't like it. Diablo is super underpowered, super weak. People are not even playing it anymore in my lobbies, so I don't even have Diablo lobbies anymore. So the event is kind of over. One of the heroes is completely broken, the Sneed, and yeah, it just feels kind of sad, because it would be a fun concept and it seems like you put a lot of time into it, but it just isn't really working out. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little Diablo overview. This is what the event feels like. This is how it feels to play Diablo. Don't play Diablo. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.